Okay, I'm back again with my daily, and guess what? After my shuffle, I got two of the same cards that jumped out of the deck. So very, very significant, with the exception of this time they're reversed. So now I'm kind of thinking, okay, when the cards came out in the first place, were they reversed in the way I picked them up? They look different. But the central card I have is the World card. Excellent, excellent card there to have in the center. Major, major changes coming up. Uh, but the cards that did jump out, I had the Lover's card and the Magician. Both of these jumped out before the shuffle, so that's pretty daggone cool. That that happens frequently. I mean, I'm sure many of you see that uh, when stuff like this happens. But anyway, the World card's a 21, and the Lover's card here is a 6. So there's 27, and the Magician 28. 2 plus 8. There you go. Boom. We got a 10. 10 very significant because it has a 0 at the end, but the number 1 is all about leadership, taking charge, being in control. A starting brand. It's a brand new start with things. Of course, it connects with the Magician card and saying that you know it's a time for you to take control of things in your life. Now, what I am getting uh, also with the one is because it's very lower level that when it shows up for you, you need to be careful of ego and making rash movements and or things that you do and comments and stuff like that. You need to watch out because one is a lot with ego, and especially I have two reverse cards here. Um, Something very very important to look at. Now, one thing that I normally get with a Magician card, I haven't used this deck a whole lot, but with other decks in the past, especially when this comes up reversed here, we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. Mercury retrograde, you have a lot of problems with communications, and um, normally I'll get this when I have computer problems. Hopefully, everything is going to be fine with that, but this is definitely saying watch for communication problems, communication issues when this comes up reversed for me. But anyway, I really love that World card in the middle. You know, that's pretty exciting to me. Again, three major Arcana cards, just like cards that jumped out. So there's going to be some very, very significant things uh, that are going to happen with myself and around me with in my life today. Now, the first thing that magician is a blocked creativity, and it's of Mercury. I think when I come with this again, the Mercury retrograde, it, the trickster is what you have to work at. But the block creativity and not actually not using your skills and your talents to accomplish things that you need to accomplish, which is understandable to me. I really there's things that I need to do personally. So, but again, like I said, this can be with you or people around you. But it's also about indecisiveness and not, you know, making choices, which can cause difficulties and delays. And it makes perfect sense with this Lover's card over here being reversed, saying you need to make a move. There's a choice that has to be made, and this Lover's card connects very well with that. Um, so that's something that's very, very important. And this chicken just stood out. And I think I know that's makes sense to me of who this may well be connected with for the day. But job training and so forth. Now, this can be a thing saying that you're more than likely, if you don't have the skills that you need or the tools that you need, if you're looking for jobs, work, and so forth, or you're not using the tools that you actually have to learn and grow when this comes up reversed. Which a lot of this, personally with me, a lot of this makes a lot of sense. Um, One thing you need to watch out when this comes up is basically unrealistic schemes, because it is the trickster. So that's something to really watch out for. And it does concern me about some news that I just actually gotten a little bit earlier, saying this is something that I need to look out for. Anyway, I'm going on to the world card here because I don't want, you know, it's just amazing that three major arcana cards come out, and then the cards actually jumped out of the deck. So this today is obviously a very very important day, but the world card is all about reaching a natural conclusion, uh, something coming again. This is for the day. It's number one. So something comes to an end, and it's time to start again. But this is a culmination, and there's a fulfillment, which makes perfect sense with me. Again, like I said, I was just looking at something before I started working on my reading, and this is something that we've been waiting on. It's been very, very important for us. Been waiting for months and months. I am concerned about the trickster over here going, you know. Um, but again, like I said, the cards can play out separately. These are these two on the end do have seem to have some kind of connection. But when this world card here is starting something new, there's something new that's about to come about in your life. The journey to this point in my life is an end, which makes perfect sense. You know, we just had a baby. He showed up um, actually Sunday, November 4th, and at 2:14 p.m., weighing 7 pounds 6 ounces and 20 inches long. So this is definitely a brand new life. You know, this up until this point, this part's over with. Um, so this is going to be very, very important. Like I said, when this comes up, you've reached a final stage in striving for a goal or something in your life. Success is very well at hand, which makes perfect sense with what I was talking about. Me and Michelle were just talking about it a little bit ago. She was asking me about something, and I was like, "Well, I just got news, and things are looking good." Finally, we waited for many months, 6 months, 7 months, whatever it's been, and we just got news that something good that we've been waiting for is about to happen. So that's good, and this is also showing that everything seems to be progressing really smooth and according to your plans. Things that you know what things that is rightfully yours that you've earned that belongs to you um, is at in your grasp. It's a period of completion when the world card comes up. Excellent card to get. So anyway, the final card I have here for the day is the Lover's card. Now this is reversed. Okay, now I definitely believe that there's some delays. I get that with this Magician card over here. Uh, and I was talking about trips where I made it the other video, but the Lover's card again when it's reversed, because this is about short trips, and you need to watch out. And this is kind of connection. This is a connection with Gemini, and this card is a connection with Mercury, and Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. It is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. So this is very, very strongly significant for the day. Okay, so the Lover's card reversed is about uh, making bad choices. This is something, like I said, and this could be you or somebody around you, but the thing is a bad choice. There's some kind of choice that you need to look out for today when a decision comes up to really think this out, um, so you don't make a bad choice. And again, it could have something to do with a trip. Don't really know for sure. Or this would say taking a short trip. Maybe this is a bad choice. And I say this because I do have a trip that I'm contemplating, but I'm thinking, well, I would rather actually wait and try to do a bunch of things, multitask, get everything done at once. So that's something that's I definitely need to pay attention to. Now, this can also be like such as failing a test or something, and that would make sense to me too because of the fact that um, Michelle is in school. Actually, she's in a couple of schools for different things, and she's not been able to go to class Monday or today, which is her classes for the day. So that could be an issue with that right there. I don't think it's really going to be a major issue, um, but this could be saying that could be pointing towards that. And you also need to pay attention here with when this card comes up, it is hurting someone's feelings or vice versa, especially in a relationship, or if maybe there's a chance to get together with somebody um, that things just don't seem to work out properly. They seem to fall through. There's some communication issues that, like it says, going on with Mercury, especially here with this. And this is Gemini. Again, Gemini is a lot about communications. Reading is popping to my mind. So there's something about something that reading there's a communication issue with that, which would again make perfect sense. Mercury being retrograde, but you know, you may very well possibly hear about a love affair that's possible, or with somebody around me. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. I don't want to make the videos too long, especially today that I've got two. This is just pretty amazing that all the majors jumping out, especially these two cards that did jump out of the deck also, and of course coming up into my daily reading. But I'm loving that central card, looking good. Something's finally coming to a completion. It does kind of worry me with this right here, um, but that's just something you deal with. Being forewarned is being forearmed. You're able to make help yourself. So either way, that's my reading for the day. Everybody have a great day, and I will definitely be back.